What's up, weirdos? What's going on? Another Patio Chronicles video for you. They just keep coming, baby. They just keep coming. We got a lot to talk about today. We got an urgent warning that we're going to discuss and so much more, guys. So much more. Bitcoin 105.8 at the time I'm recording this. We'll see where the daily close happens. I'm going to post this video about a half hour before the daily close. A lot of people have been asking me what time the daily close is, Eastern and stuff like that. So it is 7 p.m. Central Canada. Time is the close, so 8 o'clock Eastern would be p.m. would be the daily candle close. There. So just so you guys know. So moving forward, anyway, the first thing that I wanted to talk about is when's a good time to buy blue chips? I begin to ask this question a lot. It's like, hey, should I be buying, XRP right now? Should I be buying Cardano? Should I be buying, HBAR, Chainlink, Polkadot, Ethereum, whatever it is, right? When is a good time to be buying blue chips, and is it now, right? The best time for me to be buying blue chips, guys, is obviously the bottom of the bear market, which should be, by my estimation, roughly, no one can exactly time the top or the bottom, but roughly should be sometime around the end of next year, the beginning of Q4 of next year. So some of the signs that will tell you when you're close to the bottom would be Bitcoin, for example, will be down about roughly 70%, right? You're pretty close to the bottom at that point. You're not going to time it exactly, but you get pretty close. So 65, 70% for Bitcoin, you're pretty close to the bottom. Altcoins. Most altcoins, almost all altcoins will fall between 95 and 99%, right? And I don't care what your special little altcoin is that you think is not going to suffer a bear market drop. Guys, liquidity leaves the whole asset class. The whole asset class, okay? I see people who come at me with, one specific altcoin and they say, yeah, but my altcoin's not going to drop. It's not going to go into a bear market, right? Because it's special. It's different than every other crypto out there, right? All the millions of crypto, mine is the one that's not going to go into a bear market. It's just going to keep going up forever, right? Okay. You can believe that, but for me, no. Altcoins are going to have a bear market just like they always do, right? You can either, leave the market. I'm leaving the market, with the exception of one or two altcoins that I'm holding that I plan on riding down into the next bear market. With the exception of those, and if you want to know what they are, you have to be a Patreon member. With the exception of those, my entire portfolio, obviously exempt, is Bitcoin. I never sell my Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an forever appreciating asset, right? And we talked about this today over on the Patreon Live. I never sell my Bitcoin because there are very few commodities in life that are forever appreciating assets, right? You got Bitcoin and you got land, and that's about it. There might be a couple others that I'm forgetting, but for the most part, that's it. Maybe some might argue gold and silver, but outside of that, right? So personally, that's why I never sell my Bitcoin. You would be crazy to sell you, even like, I know people argue with me. I've heard the argument, well, doesn't it just make sense to sell it all at the top of the cycle and buy back in at the bottom? On paper, yeah, on paper it does, right? But we are living in dangerous times when it comes to Bitcoin's price appreciation. There is mass adoption. While there still will be a Bitcoin bear market, 100%, I agree, or I believe that, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. I do that with my altcoins, right? I don't play games. I don't swing, whether it's long-term or short-term, with my Bitcoin. You don't have to listen. You don't have to do the same thing. Do whatever you want to do with your Bitcoin. Sell it if you want to at the top of the cycle. I don't, right? I hold and I accumulate as much of it as I can, and that's what I do. I sell my altcoins, right? As close to the top as I can. I front run the market and they get out. But outside of that, guys, you can hold everything. I'm liquidating my entire portfolio with minor exceptions. Everything's getting liquidated, in this bull run. and I will buy back in at the bottom of the next bear market. It's worked for me for multiple cycles. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Uh, so outside of that, guys, for me, that's when I'm going to be buying blue chip cryptos. Your chain links, your Ondos, your Piths, you know, your all of those blue chips. Your XRP, sorry. Oh, sorry about that. Your XRPs, right? Your whatever blue chip it is that you love. Avalanche, you know, that's when I buy those. Your Ethereums, whatever, right? Solana, right? That's when you buy those projects. Right now is not the time to be DCing into those projects, in my opinion, right? Again, it's never financial advice, guys, but your ROI is not going to be as good as it would be buying it at the bottom of the bear market, obviously, right? But most of those projects have already moved up significantly from their bottoms at the bottom of the bear market. So what do you do at this point in time? Well, this kind of segues into the next topic I wanted to discuss. If you're new to crypto, right? If you've just been in for a few months, and I know there's a lot of you guys out there that are, okay? There's a way that you have to look at this. And again, you don't have to listen to me, but this is just, I believe, this is words of wisdom. This is a pearl I'm giving you here, okay? When you come into crypto, you cannot have a short-term mindset. If you're just entering crypto right now, you should be thinking 2029 is when I'll make life-changing wealth. You should have a longer-term mindset because we only have about 5 months left of this bull run. And then we start going down into a bear market, okay? Now, in 2021, a lot of people were in your position right now. If you just entered in the last couple of months, a lot of people were in your position in 2021. Mass amount of people, right? A lot of people bought the top. And they rode everything all the way back down again, right? A lot of them actually sold at the bottoms or on the way down and said, this is a scam. I don't want anything to do with it. And meanwhile, it didn't really have anything to do with whether it was a scam or not a scam. They just didn't buy in at the right time and they didn't have a long-term mindset. So if this is you in this market cycle and you buy tops, here's what I personally would do, okay? I would just hold what I had. I would wait until Q3 of 2026, next year, Q3-ish. You're pretty close to the top, Q3, Q4, or the bottom, I mean, sorry, not the top. Then I would start to dollar cost average into those projects that I was buying now, bringing my cost average down as low as I could. And you're going to do a good job of doing that if you're buying the top and then you're DCing at the bottom, right? So you can do a good job of bringing your cost average down on those projects, right? And then I would focus on the blue chips first, okay? I'm not going to tell you what to do after that because we do help with portfolio structure for the next bull run. This is what we're going to be doing. I want to tell you this real quick, okay? Over on the Patreon, when we get into the bottom of this bear market, as a community, we're going to be starting a brand new, fresh portfolio from scratch as a community, my portfolio. And every single live stream that we do a live stream. Come here. We do a live stream every single day over on the Patreon, okay? And we're going to show you that portfolio every day. We're going to DCA. It's going to be the most transparent portfolio structure community you've ever seen. Trust me on this, guys. We're going to do a fresh portfolio. We're going to start at the bottom as a community. And you're going to watch me build my portfolio. Someone who's been through multiple bull runs and know exactly how to build a portfolio from scratch to succeed in this space. You will probably 10x your portfolio doing it the correct way before you even get to the Bitcoin halving event, let alone going the following year into altcoin season, okay? If you do things properly. So everyone over on the Patreon is going to have the ability to choose, as I build out my portfolio, which ones they want to add to their portfolio and which ones they're like, I'll take a pass on that one, but I will pick that one. And you can build your portfolio alongside me. And again, we're going to show the portfolio every day, every live stream on the Patreon, because we do live streams there every day. And everyone's going to be able to watch it grow and watch the DCAs happen in real time. It's going to be phenomenal, guys. I'm super jacked. I'm more excited about this than I even am about the blow off top of this bull run. Like, it's crazy. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna change a lot of lives over there, guys. So get over to the Patreon if you want to participate in that. If you're new, this is for you. Trust me when I say that, okay? But like I said, what you want to be doing right now, if you're new, is to just, if you don't know when to take profits or how, and you don't want to join the Patreon community, you don't want our guidance to teach you how, then, I mean, there's nothing wrong if you miss the top and you bought and stuff like that and you miss selling. There's nothing wrong with just holding, especially if you're new. You should have a cycle in mind, a 4-year cycle in mind anyway. Your target should be 2029 if you're just entering this cycle now. That should be your target. You should not be sitting there right now going, I need to get rich in 5 months. No, that's how you get wrecked. That's how you lose everything, and that's how you walk away from this market class going, that's a scam. Do it properly, do it correctly. You will make generational life-changing wealth for yourself. Patience and consistency is how you get things done, guys. And the last thing I kind of wanted to talk about is this warning that I have, okay? Be careful with this, guys. Heed my warning when I say this. There is about $8 billion in longs and shorts leverage trading right now going on Bitcoin, okay? Do not mess around. You do whatever you want to do. It's not financial advice, but you might want to consider de-risking if you are in a long or a short position right now, guys, because there is about to be, in my opinion, some very, very big volatility over the next probably week or two, right? Before we start to go parabolic. It's going to happen either one of two ways. We're either going to see a dump to the downside, liquidating all the long positions, and then a reversal and a short squeeze all the way to the upside, or vice versa. We're going to see a spike to the upside, liquidating all those shorts, and then a super dump to the downside, liquidating all the longs, right? You're going to see some volatility coming up. I would not be positioned in any leverage situations right now, guys. High risk. Not the time to mess around and put risks out there. I don't know if you guys can hear the jet flying over my head. I apologize if you can. So listen, guys. If getting in on microcap gems like XCN, guys, like ZBEC, like Nadix, listen, if you want those kind of returns, we just saw 440% return on ZBEC. We got in on that project like 7-8 months ago. Okay? XCN we got into March of 2024. We made an over 500% return on that one. Guys, listen, we got the next 5 utility gems. 5. I dropped 3 over the weekend. 1 video Friday, 1 Saturday, 1 Sunday over on the Patreon. I'm dropping 2 more this week. That's 5 microcap gems. And we're not talking meme coins at rug pull here, guys. We're talking solid utility plays, RWA, DPIN, decentralized finance, AI, layer ones. We're talking the cream of the crop, okay? If you want to get in on projects that are going to spike 3, 4, 5, 600% because they're microcap gems with phenomenal utility partnerships, tokenomics, and fundamentals, check out the Patreon, guys. You're not going to want to miss these. We're already in mass accumulation mode once again. We told you this. We were telling you this for the last 2 months. We were accumulating Nadix, and guess what? We made a 220% return on that. You could have been in on that if you were listening and you were over there. And if you're new here, guys, listen, we're knocking it out of the park with these gems. So get over there. The link is down below, guys. And if you need mentorship, listen, from someone who's been through multiple bull runs, we do mentorship coaching calls every single day on the Patreon. Get over there, book yourself a spot. It's free as a Patreon member. Learn everything you need to know about portfolio structure, exit strategies, profit-taking plans, tokenomics, technical analysis training, understanding the mental and emotional aspects of this space, and everything in between, guys. Check it out for yourselves, how to exit this market properly, and so much more. So click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless.